Hey guys, Osuka V3 here. I know I've been away for a long time, but it's okay, because I'm here now, so let's get it. So crazy thought I want to throw in about YouTube. First of all, the fact that I'm even on really makes me happy. The second thing is that one day I'll be able to, show my kids that I was Osuka V3 and that I was able to entertain a certain amount of people, whether it be this fan base I have now or maybe one day it blows up. And hopefully they'll think I'm really cool. Or they could probably be embarrassed that I made the DIY peanut butter M&Ms video. Pick your poison. But whether I'm cool or not, we could talk about the time I definitely wasn't, which was in high school. See, freshman year of high school, I was just moving from my 8th grade school, and I was going into a brand new place. I only had one single friend that came along with me, and he didn't have any classes with me, no lunch waves, and worst of all, we barely even passed each other in the hallways. So I was pretty much alone. I had to make a new identity for myself because I couldn't just be me. And I was, really shy and nervous. So shy that when I met my first teacher, well, here's how it really went. So it's orientation. I walk up to her because my mom said, "Hey, that's your teacher. Go meet her." And I say, "Oh, hi, I'm Oscar Rodriguez, and I'll be taking your class this year." And which she immediately, to my surprise, responded, "You're Oscar Rodriguez? That's funny. My husband's name was Oscar Rodriguez till we got a divorce." And, of course, my response to that was, "Sucks." And I backed away slowly and got my mother to help me out of this corner I created. So let's just say every first period I ever had after that was a awkward mess. And we might get into that some other time, actually. But let's talk about what my, struggle for identity was. You see, at the time, I watched a lot of anime. To be specific, I watched a lot of Naruto. So I, as a pretty impressionable child, 14 years old, was convinced I was Sasuke Uchiha. I was so convinced that I sat exactly like him. I basically didn't really go with the whole backstory, and I thought his personality of not talking to anybody would get me friends eventually. Spoilers, it didn't. Well, this leads on to my next thing that happened. You see, the first week of school, we were meeting a bunch of people. I sat next to a man named Denzel. You see, Denzel was listening to, if you could actually calculate back, a popular song called Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style was an interesting song that Oscar misheard as a Gundam Style, or Gundams in Style, depending on what I heard back then. You see, I love Gundam, as you can see from my previous videos as well, my unboxings of the model kits. My problem was that I thought it was Gundam Style, and when he said, "It's a song," I said, "I love that song." And this is what caused me to start my fake track down Moore High School lane. Well, later on, this earned me a, seat with them. For the first whole week of school, I had a seat. I'm actually really happy. Until one day, as I was sitting like this in class, Denzel pointed it out. Denzel had to be like, "Dude, why do you sit like Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto?" To this, I responded, "Who's that?" And that's how I lost my seat right after, because I could not admit that I was Sasuke Uchiha, or Osuka Uchiha. Point being is that, and to that, me shyly, I walked up, right, to the teacher, and she's like, "Oh, hey." I'm like, "Oh, hi, I'm Osuka V3, nice to meet you." And she said, "Oh, my ex-husband's name was Osuka V3.
Hold on.
And, what?
He called you